Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Uh, I am your Texas card dude, and we are live at 8 o'clock this morning. Hope everybody's enjoying the morning. I have my coffee this morning, so yes, mm, delicious breakfast of champions. We'll start off. There's a little note right here. Some of y'all can see it. Some of you can't. It says, "You're where God wants you, or where God." You're where God wants you. I've got that mixed up 3 or 4 times in my head this morning. You're where God wants you. And what that means to me is I've been questioning back and forth whether or not I should go back to work, whether or not I should be in hobby. And every single time I ask, I get the same answer, which in another reason is because people keep asking me, are you going to stay full time in the hobby, or are you going to um, go back and find a job? And I'm actually finding I've got recruiters calling me and asking me the same thing. And so, no, I don't have a big announcement. Um, I don't have huge news. My message was stay the course. And my message for you is to stay the course. Wherever you are today, uh, God is saying, you are where I want you to be. And there is a lot of loss, there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of people experiencing COVID sickness and uh, people with dealing with COVID and people passing and a lot of people grieving right now. And what I can say is through the grief and through the pain, there are lessons to be learned. And please open your heart and your mind and your ears to the lessons that are learned. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Open your heart to what God has to say to you. So um, I'll give you an example of what I mean, and I'm still praying on this. I haven't gotten a complete answer yet. Um, that's it. I wanted to make sure I got the right passage, Judges 9:23, and it starts off with God sent an evil spirit, and I'm noodling on that. I'm learning about that. I'm praying about that because it's not very well known that God sent an evil spirit. I did not think that God sent evil spirits. He can command them. Of course he can. He commands all things, and all things were created by him through him. So, but why would God send an evil spirit? Well, to create pain, and to create pain, to create lessons learned to show his greatness. So, oh, there you go. There's a reason. All right. So we learned something even through talking, and that happens constantly. That was Holy Spirit led, y'all. That being said, if you have any prayer requests, please let me know, because I um, pray every morning, pray without ceasing, constantly. Um, spent 20 minutes in a hot tub last night praying. It was awesome. It was awesome. So that's my 5 minutes of what God has put on my heart. I thought I'd share, just because I think he put it on my heart. I thought I needed to share for last night. Week 1 NFL views were up 7%, which is very interesting. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Retro. That's awesome. That's awesome. Is your name Russell? Is that your first name, Russell? I want to make sure that I call you by your first name. And Tom, good morning, sunshine. Looking forward to having dinner tonight. Looking forward to having dinner tonight. I'll jump ahead. Okay, Russell. Thank you, Russell. So Saturday, tomorrow is the East Texas Card Show in Longview. Cars is packed. It is ready to rock and roll. Good morning, Diego. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, cool. So Rich and I consider Rich my hobby mentor. So I constantly, as a matter of fact, I'm supposed to have lunch with Rich this upcoming Wednesday. So, yep. We better not be going to McDonald's. You can have one unhappy Kim on your hands. But the car is packed. We'll be heading out at noon to Longview for the East Texas Card Show, and very excited about that. But I do have tempered expectations, even though I have prayed for a lot of activity and a lot of people to show up and a lot of fun. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a tour mentor. So week 1 NFL, so it was up 7% views. That was interesting because I thought more and more people were going online. Are you still listing today? So no, I am not listing today. I had to turn off the eBay engine, which I was very, very upset about. I didn't get to list a lot yesterday because had to pack, had to take a bunch of stuff to the post office. So the eBay engine traffic will slow down today and tomorrow, which I'm not very happy. So all of that momentum that I built up now tanks. So when I get back, I'll have to rebuild. And what I think I'm going to do is I've got some Allen and Ginter. I will probably start building that spreadsheet. I know. I will start building. Well, if we're leaving at noon and it's 8 o'clock now, an hour for breakfast, so that's 9 o'clock. I have to shave and shower. That's 9. That's actually 10 o'clock. So 2 hours to basically spend online. Please do. Please keep me honest. That leaves 2 hours with your goals. Please do. I need accountability. So it leaves 2 hours. I can start building that Allen and Ginter. Haven't bought you ready. Oh, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. We are going to talk about that a little bit. So I'll probably work 2 hours on that spreadsheet. I will at least get it built, and the pictures are already online. So eBay actually charges you to pre-schedule a listing. So what I'll do is I'll just have the spreadsheet built, and then when I get back on Sunday, then I can just upload it and turn eBay back on, and there's an automatic way to start the engine up. So, and then I've got a whole list of activities, including going through the eBay store and going through ComC and getting ready for the Dallas Card Show next month, and what cards I'm going to take to go to ComC so I can start building up ComC, and adding cards to Sport Lots as well. So I'm going to go a little bit more intense on diversity. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Very nice. So there's a lot of stuff. Plus, I'm supposed to have lunch with Rich next week as well as Jason next week. So that'll be fun. Let's see. So week 1 up views. NBC and ESPN are in a fight for EPL media rights, and that's English Premier League. That's a good thing. They're also trying to drag Amazon Prime into it, which means that that's Topps they're trying to pull wait. Okay, hold on. I've got 2 or 3 things mixed up here. So NBC, ESPN, and ESPN Time Warner Media are in a fight to keep EPL media rights. There we go, media rights. And then they're trying to drag Amazon Prime in it. Right now, it's talking $200 million. The reason why that's important is because EPL has typically been a online until this year, where NBC got it and they liked what NBCs are doing, so they're going to try to keep that going. Man, this mic just keeps staying in the way. It just keeps staying in the way. We're going to share the screen here. Window. As you can tell, we're very professional today. All right. So bring this up. This star, 1984 Star Jordan, which I know Tom remembers. I don't know if anybody else remembers while we're doing this. This went for 10,000 K. This just went for 10,000 K. So who knew that these cards? So if you know the 84 Star, you know that there's a 89 Griffey out there. There's the Griffey rookies, quote unquote rookie cards. So rookie cards. So if that's 10K, then, well, do you have any of those 89 Star King Griffey Juniors? There's the logical step. So I'm sure that's already in play, but think about who's next. So yeah, I remember them too. I remember them too. I don't think what that'll do is drive that 84 Stars single ungraded up as well. So get ready, and I've got an example of that coming up. Brian Gray. Those of you who knew, Brian Gray did the closing for the Industry Summit. I have been trying to find that thing online. I did not pay for it. I probably should have. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't, because I thought somebody would at least put the video online. Maybe later I will beg and plead Eric to put it online, hopefully, so that we could all watch it. There is an article out there. Some of his big points are pivot, and if you are the last guy to make a decision, you lose. And his whole thing was, don't wait for the market to dictate what you do. Dictate what you're doing now, or try to make decisions as quickly as possible. So that was the crux of it. 2023 MLB All-Star Game will be in Seattle. It'll be 22 years since it was in Seattle. That's in July. I was looking for the date, and that hasn't been announced yet. But July 2023 is in Seattle. 2026, it's going to be in Philly, which is going to be really cool because it's the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. So that's really cool. And then Topps retained the UEFA license for 7 years. So that crosses over when they lose their baseball license, they get the soccer license. Now, here's what's interesting. They also retained not a bad idea. Because I'm trying to put 50 postings online every single day, and I'm trying to maximize the listings. So, but I'm also not going to be here on Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a 0-day. It's technically not, because I'm going to be selling Saturday. today's going to be the only 0 day that I've got. So don't have really a lot of time to post today. I've got 2 hours to play with, so I could post some today. I do have some NFL mat cards that I have that I could post fairly quickly. But there's not going to be any sales today because a majority of the cards are packed up in the car right now. And if I sold a card, I wouldn't be able, I could dig it out, but that'd be painful right now. So thank you, dear. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, so that cross now is what's going on. And I guess Topps is going to stick again with soccer, which, if you think about it from a global standpoint, the soccer market is bigger than the baseball market. So that their pivot? Are they going to move into UEFA soccer and then blow up their candy and confection and their entertainment? That seems like a logical move, but who knows? And Tom and I have had extensive conversations on this. So that move by Topps says a little bit. One small glimpse. And then 2021 Allen and Ginter X sold out online at $175 a box. I know there's Ginter fans out there, but selling out at $175 a box for Allen and Ginter X, yeah, I agree. Hobby's still in mourning. They said that there was a Twitter post that I saw where they said the Panini employees at the industry summit were happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining, Cardlander. Happy Friday. They said that the Panini employees were still in mourning from losing the license, and they weren't 100% sure what was going to happen. So they were all sad and mopey. Well, again, according to Brian Gray, if you sit and wait and don't pivot, you're in trouble. So, yeah. And who in the world is buying Allen and Ginter X at $175 a box? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That's hilarious, Dan. I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. There is an article out there that talks about Joey Votto cards to collect. Joey Votto? Really? Joey Votto? I'm sure there's Joey Votto fans out there, but I don't get Joey Votto. I don't know why. I just don't get it. I will say that I don't know how much y'all have been watching Twitter. I've kind of backed off a little bit because I was spending a lot of time on it. And yeah, I'll skip. Yeah, Topps and Panini losing licenses. Who's happy? Brian Gray or Fanatics? I think Brian Gray's pretty giddy right now because he's ahead of the curve, and in my opinion, he has been ahead of the curve for a while. Most of the stuff that he has, I'd say most, he's been more than 50% right on his predictions. If you go back and watch his stuff, he's been more than 50% right. So I listen when Brian Gray speaks up. I don't, there's some good things and there's some bad things, but if you listen, you can glean a lot of information. And I will tell you, I'm not telling you to buy this. I'm not telling you to. So Dan and I wouldn't buy them Russell wouldn't buy them, but Tom will tell you there are naughty cards out there, X-rated cards that are out there that has a market for. The 90s was huge for it. But there are brands out there that cater to that market, which is I'm not a fan of, but I understand there's a marketplace for that. There's a marketplace for adult film. So not my bag, but I completely understand. I'm a huge fan of Brian Gray. Is there any other CEO that is so accessible? I can't think of one. No. Well, of a major hobby company. Now, lately, Peter Steinberg has been very accessible. So, but consistently accessible. Now, I would agree that's. Yeah, I don't think PS. And would you want a PSA 10 of that? So, why does Sports Car Radio have such a hard? Whoa. He's very accessible and very fun to listen to. He is very accessible and very fun to listen to. Shock value, I think. That's my opinion, is shock value. So that's all. I think it's shock value. And that's the only comment I'm going to make. I'm not going to comment on other people's shows. You just asked a question. I think there's a lot of shock jocks out there. So, yeah, I agree. Not with us. I hope I don't know if you're talking about Brian Gray or you're talking about X-rated cards. Again, I don't know if you've been watching Twitter. There's been a resurgence on 1990s insert cards. And by insert cards, I mean die cut, the stars and Hall of Famers, like Pacific and Ovation. And those cards are starting to pop back up again. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time as to when the 90s inserts on baseball were going to come up. And we're not talking about the common Topps chrome. We're talking about the die cut stuff, the stuff that isn't overproduced, that was just inserted. Finest refractors. Let's see. Brian Gray has some legal beef. Gray's block. SCR from testifying. I don't understand the details, but very interesting. It's SCR on YouTube. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not my bag either. It's not my bag either. So I don't. It's out there. If you want to go search for it, go search for it. It's not for here. But if you ask, I'm going to talk about it. So watch out. 1990s inserts and Hall of Famers. Like Jeter, Ortiz. Yeah, great example. Topps Black Diamond. Topps Gold Baseball. Topps Gold Baseball. Those I've had a couple of those, and those have sold very well. Let's see. It's September. It's mid-September, October. I had hoped that they hadn't shut him down until October. But I can understand. Hinky cards last night, today, Washington football. Yes, they have increased. And the only reason why I know is I was searching fantasy football cards, and those have started popping up. And what's interesting is I was researching Wild Card Matt, don't sleep on. I'm not telling y'all. Don't sleep on this wild card mats stuff. There's it's produced, but it's not like mass produced, and I haven't found a lot of it. I haven't found. I bought those two hanger boxes. I wish I'd gone back and gotten the others, and just kind of hid them from myself, because it's not licensed, and it it I dig it. I mean, this is just a base card. That is a sexy card, throwback to the 90s, and just if you could see it live, it's really cool. And I saw a wild card purple variation, so the back of it is purple, which is really cool. So it's got some really cool inserts that are different, and it's non-licensed, and it's football rookies. So very, very interesting. Otani shouldn't win, but will. That's like I didn't automatically said yes, should win. The fact that they shut him down so early, there's not anybody that's as dominant that should push that. I mean, in the beginning, yes, but not now. So I can understand them shutting. If you save him for the playoffs, yeah, I can understand. I can understand. Why buy Hinkie? He's the next Kurt Warner from bagging groceries. I'll pass on Hinkie cards. Definitely not buying Hinkie, but I would be selling at all these levels. Yeah, again, you're talking next flash in the pan, not next step, but next flash in the pan. So, but they're out there. They're out there, and they popped up. There was another one. I was trying to think of another one that popped up. Oh, Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky cards kind of got a bump, and I don't know why. So that's the next. Everybody was yes, he did well. He did well in the preseason, but he's riding the pine right now. So why is Mitch Trubisky cards popping up? Maybe he's the next trade, maybe, and people are thinking 5 steps ahead. But I saw a select white PSA 10 go for $20 yesterday. And it went for $20, and I was talking to somebody yesterday about it. I thought I was about halfway on taking a flyer on it, but because it actually showed why Mitch Trubisky was the second overall pick. However, I could think of a better way to spend $20 and try to flip than sitting on a Mitch Trubisky card. So, question: when is your next card show? At Texas Card Dude. Well, I know that I'm going to be at the East Texas Card Show on Saturday. There is the Dallas Card Show at the end of October. I'm probably going to help Rich set up for that show. But that is our anniversary weekend. So I gotta kind of be careful as to when I'm going to it, when I'm not going to it. We're planning a vacation for our anniversary, so it's all timing. If I get like Thursday, Friday to it's 50-50. But the next big card show that I know of is October. Texas is the Dallas Card Show. Worst case scenario, Russell will probably see me there, and you'll probably see me there a little bit at Rich's booth. I plan on trying to go as much as I possibly can, but then I don't know past that. Emily, you know, this is when you know people know me. Oh, 8 years. 8 years. They're not, no, 9 years this year. Not 10, but 9 years. This year's number 9. This year's number 9. That wasn't my question. Yeah, no thank you on Mitch. Take Otani out of the Angels lineup and they still suck. Take Vlad Jr. out of the lineup and Jace don't make the playoffs. MVP. I agree 100%. And, you know, he's done something historic, but so is Otani. So I understand both arguments. I wish that they hadn't shut him down for pitching. I wish they hadn't shown it for pitching. I understand that was Leonard, but I was letting you know, Russell, that I was going to be at the Dallas Card Show. You'd said Rich Klein, so I was just making sure that you knew I would probably be at Rich's booth a little bit. Thank you. I have more Otani than Vlad, so I want Otani. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Yep, that's all the comments. Okay. But the next and on the way back from the Longview show that is going to happen this weekend, we're going to decide what the next card show, if there's going to be another card show in October and November. But there will not be a card show in December. Depending on how we do it, this card show, we will do discussions on October and January and February and March. So, ooh, Dan, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Your question is, does Otani win the Cy? Does Otani we'll talk about that during dinner. But does Otani win the Cy Young? That's what I want to know. Does Otani win the Cy Young? So yeah, we'll decide on the way home what the next card show will be, if any, and if the Longview show tanks, which by all accounts, I don't think it will, but if it tanks for us, then there's a very real possibility of us not doing another card show. So I'm glad you told me. I was at the November Dallas show when oh man, Russell. So very coincidentally, I tore 4 ligaments in my foot 3 years ago. I didn't have surgery, but I did tear 4 ligaments 3 years ago, and my foot is still recovering, and it's I'm still having a hard time with it. So I hope you do. I hope you do too. But yeah, and not to have gone to a card show since December. That's awful. That's awful. That's horrible. That's horrible. So, yeah, that's awful. All right. I wanted to go over Bowman, 2022 Bowman. All right. So we're talking 24 packs per box, 10 cards per pack out of the hobby box, which is 240 cards. Okay. That's in it's in the hobby box. And then jumbo box, we get 12 packs, 32 cards per pack for 384 cards, 3 autos, 100 vets, and 150 prospects. So a 250 checklist, 3 autographs. 3 autographs. I thought thinking about being a dealer at a slow card show and using it as a buying instrument. I never thought about how you would get that dealer discount. Bummer's right. Well, all the cards go. Hey, Herman. Hey, Herman, I texted you last night. I hope you got my text. I every day, brother. Every day. Every day. You're in my heart, brother. You're in my heart. So I would like to know everybody's thoughts on the, and you don't have to comment below, and you don't have to comment now, but I would love to know everybody's thoughts about that, that podcast, because, and I know Tom has interesting thoughts. We'll talk about that tonight. So, yes. Good morning, Herman. Love Bowman. Staff would like a chubby. Boy, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I understand. I understand 100%. So, we can chat later. Where's this podcast, please? Okay, so we can do that. I can show you that right now. So go to Google. It's Sports Cards Insights. So Podbean, Apple Podcast, YouTube. You can find it on YouTube as well. If you go to my Twitter feed, I've got a post on Twitter feed as well. So it's Sports Cards Insights. I've been on there twice now, I think. And there's more coming. There's more. There's 1 or 2 more coming. A lot of fun. A lot of fun to rap with Rich and aggravate Rich. There is Rich aggravation going on in the podcast, which is always fun. Always fun to aggravate Rich. He takes it so well. All right. So again, Bowman, there's no price that I can find yet. I can tell you that 2021 Bowman Bowman Chrome hobby boxes, I was able to find at $195, and then HTA Choice, I was able to find at $198. So you can still find 2021 Bowman at a decent price for Bowman Chrome right now, which I was pleasantly surprised. If the show does as well as I prayed it would, then I'll probably be coming home and buying a couple of hobby boxes and busting them. But I may even buy a hobby box and HTA Choice, but the show's got to go as well as I thought. So here's what they look like. I'm not a fan of this small print. I don't know why Topps should have learned its lesson on Topps 2021, not to have, and this may have been in play, because in 2022 Topps, they went back to a bigger print. But I'm not a fan of this small print. Base set of prospect cards, including parallels. So sky blue, border blue. We got 2 blues now. Greens, golds. They're following the Panini route of 50 bazillion. Roster of Chrome prospect parallels. So now you got Chrome. So then you got all of the 50 bazillion Chrome parallels, again following Panini, so that you can overprint as much as you want. And then Chrome prospects, die cut variations that will be numbered. So again, following the Panini overprinting for Chromium. And then inserts. Here's a couple of the inserts. High futures. Not a fan of. Vibrations. Interesting. interesting. At least they're trying something new. At least they're trying something new here. Bowman Scouts top 100 are back. Rookie of the Year favorites. And then again, parallels. Invicta. I really like this Invicta. So get ready for that to be some sort of insert set, or this could be a set on its own. But that's actually, I actually like that. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And then again, autographs with refractors and the parallels. Again, following Panini. Chrome rookie autographs. And then this is kind of cool. I like this. Bowman 3D autographs. I actually like these. So right here, yeah, I like how that shows up. I would probably be searching for these Bowman 3D autographs. Personally, I like these. I like these. So I kind of dig these. Now, will I buy cases looking for them, or will I buy? No, but I will be digging through Sport Lots to be finding these first Bowmans. So, and I will be building my first Bowman set every year. What I've done is, for my set building, is I have gone and I have started building Bowman first sets. I like Bowman first. So I've gone to Sport Lots and I'm building that as a set. Paper. I hate that word, but that's the common word. So I'm doing Bowman paper and then doing Bowman Chrome first Bowman sets. I'm not a set builder, but I like those. I like the prospecting aspect. So I thought I would just go ahead and build those. I like them. So it keeps me it keeps my hobby my hobby, whatever you want to call it, vibe going, so that I don't have any type of burnout or anything like it. It gives me something to ground me. And then if you look, 2021 Bowman Draft. Not a bad looking card. Aqua's a new paper choice. Chrome adds Aqua. So Invicta. Again, Invicta. So that's in both Bowman. So get ready for maybe an Invicta. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Invicta. Get ready for that. Genesis. I really like that. I really like Genesis. Maybe it's me and in the nerd space nerd in me, but I like that. And then, red. I just like Bowman. I just like Bowman. It just gets so expensive. And again, Bowman Draft, Hobby Jumbo Pack Break, All-American Game Autograph Set. December. So it's coming out in December. Tom. Bowman. Are you a set registry collector? No, I'm not. I just like I collect very niche, so what I collect miscut cards, true miscut, not misprint, but miscut. I like misprint, but I collect miscut cards when they come across my desk. I will collect those. And then Bowman first. I love Bowman first. And then, dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I should start a list of what is coming out and just keep it. But if you really, I mean, if you really want to get disgusted, actually, I've got it saved as a favorite. Bookmark. There we go. Here is the new release calendar on Blowout. I mean, look, this is disgusting. Look at October. Okay, let's just look at October. Look at this. Ridiculous. Spectra Baseball. Metal. Panini Donruss Football. Origins. Upper Deck. I mean, we are inundated with products. We are inundated with products. So how can you completely keep up with everything? How long have I collected Bowman First? Well, I collected Bowman First back in the 90s when I was in the hobby, and then I got out of the hobby. July was my 1 year anniversary back into the hobby. So I've collected recent Bowman First since probably July. I just dig them. I just dig them. I realized that I wasn't showing my screen. Sorry about that. So look at all of this upcoming. Transcendent Baseball, Super Glow Sports, and this is cool. I talked about this before, but this is cool. Let me see if they will. I really like this. Now it's again a niche product. Let's see if it'll show the sell sheet. This is something that, nope. I really like this. I really like this. So this is a throwback. Yeah, there we go. Look how cool this is. I just like the way it looks. I just like the way it looks. What is your favorite Bowman First card? My favorite Bowman First is probably the 2016 Pete Alonso Bowman First. And then that's probably my favorite. I have never pulled a super refractor. I've never pulled a super refractor. The lowest number I've pulled is a 10 of. Collected from 79 to 92, then got back into it in 2014. Yeah, I've had 3 spurts where I collected in the 80s, I collected in the 90s, and then now. And I don't think I'll ever stop again. So super break sucks. I'd stay away. So I just like the look of it. I just like the look of it. Now, am I going to buy any? No, I probably won't buy any. Am I recommending it? No, I'm not recommending it. I just say I think it looks cool. That's all I'm saying. Bowman Transcendent, Chrome Formula 1, SP Authentic, Chronicles Baseball. I mean, Chronicles Baseball. Here's Onyx. I'm a huge Onyx fan. Panini Absolute Football, Heritage Minor League Baseball. There's just a ton of there's just a ton of products. Autograph, Topps Big League. Now, I heard rumors that Topps Big League is not going to come out, that they're not going to release Topps Big League this year, which I am so completely and sorely disappointed, because Topps Big League is a is is a low end product that kids can really get into. So I'm very disappointed that Topps Big League may not be released. Donruss Optic Choice. Do we really need Donruss Optic Choice Baseball? Mosaic Choice Baseball. I mean, Upper Deck Goodwins. Okay, that's chasing Amy trading cards. And then look at November. No, Flawless, Inception, Dynasty. I mean, it's November and they're still releasing baseball sets. Do you really? So that's, yeah. If you're going to do a release calendar, Optic Basketball Hobby released yesterday. Mega for Wild Card Mat Football. But I mean, I liked the hanger boxes. You know, football 2 mega lot for 99 for 100. That's not bad, but it is unlicensed, so it's your own risk. But I dig the product. So that's but again, that's just me. Bond Villains and Henchmen next week. Historic Autograph, Inked, Chrome Baseball, Optic Baseball Hobby, Bowman Chrome Baseball. So, and then Topps Gold Label, Onyx Vintage Basketball. This is going to have a ton of autographs in it. So get ready for that. And for $89 for basketball product, it is unlicensed, but look, yeah. If you're looking for high end for Christmas, but you're still selling baseball for. You got OPG Platinum Hockey, Bowman Sterling Baseball, Obsidian Basketball. I mean, I understand. I get it. I completely get it. But yeah. Okay. That's my rant. All right. 53 minutes in. I appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. My rants. Thank you very much. I appreciate the conversation. Man, it was great today. It was absolutely great. I appreciate everybody. The conversation, all that entailed. If you have any prayer requests, let me know and I will pray you up. Again, if you're going to be in Longview, hey, what's up, JP? If you're going to be in Longview, come see us at the East Texas Card Show. I will be annoying Tom and Robin all weekend long, or all Saturday long. So get ready. Nice to meet you too, Russell. Nice to meet you too. Have a great day. I can't wait to annoy Tom all day long, or Tim all day long. Hobby Hotline this weekend is Saturday. Jim, Dr. Beckett, Sam, and Drew. So that'll be interesting. Support your local LCSs, especially if you're in Longview. You know, a great one. You know, a good guy, a good dude, might be able to get you a decent price on some retail. But support your local LCSs, support your local card shows. Y'all have a great day, y'all, and a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. Bye.